Like a
That I would like to see if they did do online. Do a competition like Link's Crossbow Train style game.
Yeah. Plus with Wii Motion Plus, there could be so many things that they're leaving, like, for surprises, you know?
Alright.
The only thing I want to say, though, is I hope they don't pull a Brawl, especially for you, Deefy. Because I remember they worked on Brawl for a little while, and they definitely took a sweet time actually finishing that game up.
But look, it paid off in the end, didn't it?
It did pay off, and I wouldn't mind if they take their time and make Zelda perfect. But I mean, let's look at Brawl. It didn't exactly have its flaws. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I love every Zelda game. You know, I'm a real hardcore fan, so anything great, I'll be looking forward to it.
Yes.
Alright. Now, I gotta ask, BCG, anything big happened on PlayStation lately? Anything huge?
Anything huge on the PlayStation? Well, there is something. I do know that the update 3.15, I believe, is now mandatory for download. So, other than that, I'm not too sure of anything else. I know the update came out yesterday for North America on the PlayStation Store. Nothing really to cream about over there, honestly. Only like a demo of Lunar. I forgot the name of the rest of the name for the game. But other than that, it's just a PSP demo. But nothing really big on PS3. Sorry.
Alright. And just to get one quick Xbox in here. Now, what do you guys think? Natal is supposed to come out end of the year, Christmas 2010. What do you guys think about Natal? Are you for it, against it? What's your feelings on it?
I guess I'll go. Personally, I think it's a good concept. They're definitely doing something new. As far as to my knowledge, this is going to be a totally new experience. It's definitely going to be a whole bunch of people over to the Microsoft side, definitely. But personally, for me, I'm not too interested in it for many different reasons. It's just, I don't really see what the point of spending money for that is. I personally don't see it, but it definitely is a great idea. It's just not something that tickles my fancy.
Yeah.
I agree. What do you think about Natal, Kevin?
Well, I'm kind of for it and against it. You know, I'm like in the middle. Like, I'm not going to spend $80 to $100 on, you know, this little camera that can make you hit balls on the screen, you know. But, like, as long as they don't, like, take away the main aspects of a controller, because I think the 360 controller is great, besides for fighting games, you know. Like, I don't want to play my Gears of War having to run around using a chainsaw, or Fable, you know, I heard Fable 3 is going to be using Natal, but, I mean, I don't think a lot of the main games, like sport games would be great for it. Fooling around with the family is great, but I only play Xbox by myself, or people online, so I really don't have that much use for it, you know.
It's like, I can't see Natal being used for first-person shooters, third-person shooters. Like, I can't see it working for any of those kind of games.
Like, a really good example is, like, Call of Duty for the Wii. Like, I've played World at War over a buddy's house, and he has it for the Wii. And I used this Wii Zapper, and now, as much as I love the Wii Zapper, it was pretty broken. It was hard to control and stuff like that, and it was just a complete mess.
You know, Spacey G, Deefy, you know, what do you think about Natal?
You want to go first, Deefy?
Well, I'm definitely all for it. You know, this is new technology. It's going to have a lot of opportunities. Now, I don't really want to see Natal jumping into games like Gears of War or Halo. Even though I did hear Halo's going to use it, I'm really excited mostly about seeing how is Xbox going to take these casual games and make them online, you know, because there's a lot of casual games that will be fantastic online, and Xbox does online great. So, you know, if we can play that with a camera, waving your hands around with our friends online, I think it's going to be great fun.
Alright. Spacey G?
My opinions are maybe not so bright on Project Natal, so bear with me, guys. Honestly, I'm not too excited about this Project Natal at all. I just think it's a gimmick right now. Just like the way they showed it at E3, it's just nothing to be excited about, in my opinion. There are some things that you need a controller for. in my honest opinion. You need a controller in order to get that feel of the game. And maybe it's just a preconception of what I'm talking about right now, but honestly, I'm not looking forward to it other than I want to show you guys what the bottom of my Avatar shoe looks like. So, bam!
Bam, there it is. No, I have to agree with you right there, Spacey G. That's the one thing I will say the Wii has for it, even though it has motion controls. It still has buttons. You still feel like you have some control, while Natal feels like absolutely nothing. I mean, all you have is motions, and we don't even know how precise it is based off a couple of journalists saying, yeah, it's pretty good. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
And that brings up another question. How much is this thing going to be? The hard drives are expensive. The wireless adapters are expensive. I mean, how much you guys think this thing's going to be?
Well, I think they said it's going to be $80. So, I'm not sure for like the UK.
That sounds too cheap for Microsoft, in my opinion. I think it's going to be around 150, in my opinion. 150.
Because they said it's supposed to expand the 360's life cycle. You know, so.
If it's gonna do that, if it's gonna do everything it promises, you know Microsoft's not stupid. They're gonna get the money for what they're working on, no matter, because they know people are gonna buy this. They're a company. They want the profit. They're gonna go after it. I'm definitely saying they gotta charge around $200 for the same amount of the system.
I have a feeling it's gonna be really high. Like, over 100, I'm thinking.
You know, and the only way you're gonna be able to truly play this is either one of your friends spent a lot of money on it or you buy it. So you can't really be, like, you have to absolutely go after this thing. Like, I'm not really going to get it right away, you know. I'd rather just buy a regular game, you know.
Microsoft's going to have to put a lot of advertisement into this product if they want to get it across. If they want to grab some of that Wii audience and bring them over by the rope to the Xbox, that's the only way I can see it happening.
I bet you this year's E3 is going to be huge for them now.
I agree. That, and I think the Wii Motion Plus will get a lot of more support for that than Sony's motion controller. Oh yeah, let's talk about that real fast. What do you guys think about the Sony motion controller? Apparently that's supposed to be coming out soon.
That is a motion controller that I'm looking forward to, personally. I think it's got the whole magic of Natal with the camera and everything, but it also has the Wiimote kind of controller so that you also feel like you're controlling something you have control over. So I think it's the best of both worlds in my opinion.
But if developers like Capcom, for example, if they're going to have you hold one hand on the controller and the other hand for the DualShock, the wand, that's pretty retarded, and I definitely do not want to play anything like that.
I think they're going to make an attachment, kind of like the nunchuck for the Wiimote, that'll, kind of like the other half of the controller that's missing, basically. I think they're probably going to do something like that. I hope.
All right. What do you guys?
I think we should get DP's opinion. He's the only other PS3 owner in this party, besides you, sir.
The motion control with PS3, I mean, once again, I always go for online, and I would be worried that there might not be enough online players. I don't really play many online games on my PS3, so if I would get it, I would need a lot of online players so I can really have a lot of fun, and I'll be worried that not enough people just have a PS3 to buy all this stuff and play on it.
Now, Spacey G, Tiffy, if I may ask you a question, is this new controller, is this going to be the thing, brings a lot of people to the Sony side?
It depends what kind of software they're going to have to support it with.
Yeah. I think this motion controller for the PS3 is more geared towards the hardcore, as opposed to how Natal is supposed to be for the casual. I think it's going to be for the PS3 more for the hardcore. I mean, look at the first game they announced right off the bat that's going to support it. Resident Evil 5 Ultimate Edition. So that's my opinion. I think it's going to be hardcore.
Yeah, I could buy that. Yeah. I'll buy that, definitely. Alrighty then. Before we close off, let's just quickly ask every one of you, just name one or two games you're currently playing at the moment. We'll start with Green Hair. What two games are you just dying to play at the moment that you just spend all your time with?
I think you, Tiffy and Spacey G, I think you guys should know the answer. It's Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2, of course, and Tekken 6. And I mean, Modern Warfare 2, I've been a little on and off, but Tekken 6, I've definitely got back into that. And this is what I think we all can agree, the scenario campaign, disappointing, to say the least. And, you know, I think we might have all heard with the patch coming out, Tekken 6 right now, this is the game my eyes are glued to. I can't stop playing it. You guys are lucky I'm doing this podcast instead of playing that game right now, I'm telling you.
Oh, God. Tell it to my undefeated streak.
Oh.
I think I beat you today, Spacey G. Remember that?
Oh, yes, you did. But I do have an excuse. As always. Nah, just kidding.